Wow, good to be back again in the studio with my colleagues. And I say foremost, welcome to those of you that have joined us from around the globe. My name is Olayomi Koike, and welcome to Niger Voices on Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. This evening, before we go further, is the 22nd of June 2021. I actually did a mistake. With the video that I'm sure a lot of you must have been watching when I was asking the Prime Minister, what is happening in Nigeria? Is he aware of the genocide? The date on that video is the 22nd because that video was shot today. I'm sure you're all settling in from wherever you're watching me from around the globe. Take a cup of water, a cup of tea, and let's take you through the drive home this evening. First and foremost, I'd like to appreciate my producer, Frank and David, for working tirelessly while I was away for the last 6 months. And even though I was not in the studio, but the job was going on as usual. If you're joining us for the first time, I say, yes, so, yes, so, yes, so. In Nigeria, I go say yes, so. But this time around, the music that we were playing at the beginning would have given you the hope that was about some 10 years ago. Would have given us the hope. Maybe that was about some 20 years ago when, my very good brother and a very good uncle, was saying, which way Nigeria? But now everybody know that there's no way anymore. That way has already gone a different way. A country that doesn't have a hope. In terms of what Sheikh Gumi have been saying in the last couple of days, in the last couple of weeks. I'm sure a lot of you know him very well. Oh yes, today is the 22nd of June 2021. And I'm sure I would like to appreciate everyone that have joined us on different platforms. We are live on Star Radio UK, and we are also streaming on other platforms that are also joining, from Star Radio UK feed as well. Once again, if you're joining us for the first time, remember to subscribe on Star Radio UK YouTube channel, and also remember, to follow us on Twitter as well. If you're sending money home to your loved ones, the best option is to use Send Waves, and you can reach out and make sure you're also putting in the Star Radio UK code as well. We like to appreciate Olu Food. I've been doing Niger Voices for the last 4 years. And this is where we interview Omoyele Sowore, who was the other person again? What's the other man's name? We've had a lot of our guests that have been in the studio, but because of the COVID, I'm sure those of you that have been following us with the COVID will realize that there was no way I could have been in the studio during the COVID. So that means we were literally operating from outside as well. But this evening, we are back in the studio, and then we are doing so much. Oh, it's the 23rd. Okay. Am I confusing myself? I'm very sorry. It's the 23rd. So that means that video was completely authentic as well. I will take that back. It is the 23rd, not the 22nd. Yesterday was 22nd. Why am I going backwards when we should be going forward? Am I not, working too hard? Or is it just because of the stress of the nature of the job that we do? Yes, today is the 23rd of June 2021. And I'd like to reconfirm that date definitely on that video was definitely confirmed. I'll be playing that video later on. But if you're joining us again, are you ready to turn it up? Turn the meter, turn it up, turn it up, turn it up. Are we under pressure? Is Nigeria under pressure that now Sheikh Gumi is saying that if you don't give the bandit opportunity, there will not be any hope with some of our children in the school? Have you been seeing some of the graphic image of the school children coming out of the Southwest? Oh my Lord. Are we really under pressure? Oh yes, I said good evening and welcome to Star Radio UK. My name is Olayomi Koike, and I'm going to be driving you home this evening from right here in the studio where we are reporting from this evening. Thank you very much, those of you that have joined already. How many of you remember Raskimono? Raskimono, how many una remember Raskimono? Do you remember him? He said we were under pressure. We thought we were under pressure then, but now the pressure is counting every day. I saw those gruesome images of those children that were butchered to death. You will cry for Nigeria. Oh yes, oh yes. I say good evening from wherever you're joining us, whether you're watching me from UK, whether you're watching from Australia, from New Zealand. I say good evening and welcome again. Oh, yes. Mary. The only way you can also enjoy us is to make sure you download our apps from all our Play Store, or those are using iOS. Look for Star Radio UK, and I say good evening. Thank you very much, Freedom Force, and those of you that have joined us from different platforms. I welcome you to Niger Voices, the 23rd of June, 2021. The people are not just suffering anymore, the people are crying for help now. A lot of people are now weeping in Nigeria. The genocide that is taking place, I asked the Prime Minister that question. He ran into his vehicle. He hasn't been able to give me the answer yet, and I'm expecting the answer for the Prime Minister of Great Britain. It's not under the European anymore. Nigeria is really under pressure, and the genocide that the government of Nigeria is producing in the southeast and the southwest and the middle belt, we'll be talking about that as well. At 7:30, the program is sponsored by Ilana Modua, and you know that July 3rd is going to be very hot. The mega rally all the way in Nigeria. Somebody said there's no volume. Are you sure? Oh, yes. Volume is definitely working, and I say good evening and welcome to Nigeria, or Yoruba land, or the Biafra, or the Middle Belt. Which one are you picking up? You know where my stand is. That is definitely my own position, not literally the position of Star Radio UK. I want a total disintegration out of Nigeria, and that is the best option that I can ever dream of now. This evening, I will be talking about Sheikh Gumi and some of those utterances that he has been giving in the last couple of days. Why is he giving a lot of air media waves in Nigeria? The mainstream media have been promoting this terrorist man that is pretending to be a sheikh. I'm talking about Sheikh Gumi. Are you ready to turn it on? We're just hearing it a little bit. This is exactly 14 minutes past, and I'm going to be driving you home this evening. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Who is Sheikh Gumi? Who knows him very well? I'm going to be opening the phone line as well later on, but for now, I'm going to give you a little bit background of who this man is, or maybe some of you know it better than me. I was told, I was told that he's currently okay, you can't hear the music. I can understand. Okay, you can't hear the music. Okay, let's do it this way. Okay, I can understand. Okay, people are not hearing the music, and I'm sure I know the reason why you can't hear the music. It seems I'm the only one enjoying the music, but if you're listening to us from the Star Radio UK, you will definitely be enjoying the music. I understand why you're not enjoying the music. Is because it's coming from a different feed as well, and we'll be able to sort that out in no time. But for now, let's go back again and say a very good evening and welcome to Niger Voices. Once again, a very good evening. Let's say, I know why you're not getting that. Just bear with me, and then you will get the audio out now. The audio is meant to come out, but because I'm putting on the, that is why you're not getting the audio. But I can hear the music. You cannot hear the music because the music is going through the channel of the Star Radio UK, and I can understand why people are saying you can't hear the music. I will resolve that in a few minutes while the engineer are working behind the scene. But for now, I say a very good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. Let's leave the music section for now. We'll come back to that in just about a few minutes. But for now, who is Sheikh Gumi? Who is he? He has been given a lot of media in Nigeria for different reasons. I'm sure those of you that knows him and probably have seen his image would understand that he has been the middleman between the bandits or the terrorists in Nigeria. But who is he? He was born on October 1st, 1960. Yes, October 1st, 1960, according to the information that we have. He's an Islamic scholar, he called himself, a cleric. He's also a former military officer with the rank of captain in Nigeria Defense Academy. You can see it's getting meaning to you now. Okay. Likewise, he's currently calling himself a muftah, which I'm sure a lot of you know that means somebody that is a Muslim or Islamic scholar. Once again, a very good evening. He's more in Kaduna, just in between the Central Mosque Who is Sheikh Gumi? Why is he getting a lot of media in Nigeria when those that are seeking for a better Nigeria, for those that want better Nigeria, are not giving that same preference? Why is he one man to go to from the media point of view in Nigeria? Who is Sheikh Gumi in Nigeria? Why are they giving him so much media presence in Nigeria of today? For those of you that do not know him, we'll see if I can get the audio feed through for those of you that are listening to us on all other platforms as well. So we're working on that. I should be able to get that in the next few minutes. Hopefully we can get the audio coming out straight from the from the speaker here in the studio. So while I'm going to prepare something for us, while I'm still talking about this man, born October 4th, 1960. Part of what he has said. According to the Vanguard, agitation for secession, invite IPOB others for negotiations, is telling Buhari, Sheikh Gumi. Punch newspaper 2 days ago, no school is safe until government negotiates with bandit. Really? So we're expecting the bandit now to be negotiated until the schools are safe inside Nigeria, according to Sheikh Gumi. Once again, a very good evening and welcome to Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London, where we are reporting from this evening. I'd like to appreciate my producer, Archie and Frank, for working tirelessly for the last 6 months while I was away from the studio. But like I said, the feelings of coming back to the studio is something that you cannot understand. I can see a lot of people, Yoruba Nation now. Yes, that's my position as well. A total disintegration out of Nigeria is the best way forward. But before we get to that, so many questions that we need to ask. Premium Times 3 weeks ago, next post mass adoption, Gumi urged federal government to sponsor splinter. We can see that he's a man that seems to know so many of the bandits. He knows where they live, how they survive, and is now the negotiator between the bandits or the terrorists, between the terrorists and the federal government. I'm still giving you, in the last 72 hours. According to one month ago, Sheikh Ahmed Gumi, the Nigerian cleric, will negotiate with bandits. 2 weeks ago, right group Chidi Bukachua wants Gumi arrested. Why has he not been arrested? Why has Lai Mohammed, the information minister, refused to put somebody like that into questioning regarding so many of the terrorist activities happening inside Nigeria of today? Why is the government and I welcome you all from different platforms that you're watching. Andrew no check out to Nigeria go survive. Who remember that song? Once again, I need to make sure that we can get that feed of the music coming out from the main studio, rather from the headphone that I'm using. Andrew no check out to Nigeria go survive. Is Nigeria going to survive this time around? I don't think so. Andrew, no, check out. Andrew, no, check out. So Nigeria go survive. I don't think Nigeria can survive it. With the agitation currently and the airwaves of the agitations of the self-determination from the Biafra, from the Middle Belt, from the Lower Niger, it does not matter. People are now asking the question, we can no longer stay together with that union of 1960 that was created by the Great British. Yes, somebody said that was 80 music. Yes. Andrew, no, check out. Oh, Nigeria go survive. I don't think Nigeria can survive anymore. I don't think so. I need to get the music out rather than hearing it from the headphone. Once again, a very, very good evening to those of you that have joined us from around the world. Okay, I can hear the feed, but I need to increase the volume. So bear with me with all my engineer working behind the scene as well. Let's see if we can adjust the feed as well. I can hear it out, but I need to get the volume out a little bit more as well. So once again, a very, very good evening and welcome to those of you that have joined us. Oh yes, I got it now. Nigeria good. I don't think Nigeria can survive with the situation presently going on in 21st century. Today's date is 23rd, definitely not 22nd. Let's hear this music and we'll continue the focus. The phone line this evening is going to be through the studio, not on the mobile phone for those of you that used to call on the phone. It's good evening and welcome to Naija Voices. I don't think Nigeria can survive any too much. Why should Gumi not be arrested, knowing what he knows? Who are those protecting him? But we're gonna put a pause on this. Andrew checked out in the 80s and he has not been able to return back home because there's no home for Andrew to return through. If you're just watching me from any platform, remember the studio number that we're going to be picking up this evening. I'm going to be telling you that number in just a while. The number that you want to save, not now for calling, the number is going to be 0208 133 2257. That is the studio line that we are picking up. No other calls is going to be picked up. And if you're calling from outside the country, and maybe you're living in America, in Canada, remember to +44 2081 332257. I'm going to slow down a little bit, and I think my producer is also going to be putting that on as well. For those of you that would like to add your voice to the conversation this evening on Naija Voices, the number, yes, I can spot you there, my brother, Fomilayo, Sheun David. Thank you very much, those of you that have joined us on different platforms as well, and those listening to me right on Starr Radio UK as well. Andrew, no, check out. Andrew left Nigeria, just like so many of us, left Nigeria, but there's no home to return back to because the home is now occupied by the terrorists marauding themselves as herdsmen. What country do you want to build? The country cannot be built anymore. No more. If you look at the image circulating between WhatsApp to WhatsApp of the killings of the young children in Southwest, you will cry for the mothers that gave birth to those children. If you want to watch it more, those of you that have my number, you can see it on my status, but it's not something that we can show right here on none of our social media, Andrew. How many of you traveled out in the 80s have never returned back home for whatever reason? Africa can no longer survive with Nigeria being part of it. It has to be disintegrated. It cannot survive anymore. Who is Sheikh Gumi is the question I'm asking a lot of you this evening. Again, this is Naija Voices on Starr Radio UK. All around the world. Now, I want to bring it back a little bit to the studio again. I've picked up one or two videos. This video was in just about 4 months ago. 4 months ago, if you look at what has happened within the last 4 months in Nigeria, you would definitely cry for millions of Nigerians, whether you are in Nigeria or you are outside the country, based on the situation that is happening presently in that, you know the right word I'm going to use, the contraction, where lives doesn't mean anything to anyone anymore. Millions of people are waking up every day. Andrew left Nigeria in the year 1984, now 36, 37 years ago, according to Adeniyi, all the way watching us on YouTube. Andrew left Nigeria about 34 years ago, but there's no home to go back to. How many of you have left home in the last 30 years? Some of us now in our 20 years, but there's no home to go back to. But people like Sheikh Gumi is giving preference as against some of us that would have loved to return back home as well. A very, very good evening. 4 months ago, he was interviewed on one of the mainstream media in Nigeria. Let's hear part of what he has to say.
The families that were adopted in the government science school in Kagara. What can you tell us about their location or their whereabouts? Do you have any idea as of now?
I cannot say even the people we met in the bush trying to see if we can, which is a common knowledge that we have been going to see the militant and headsmen. They don't even know who did it and who actually is responsible for it, despite the fact that they have a lot of control over the militants and bandits as of 2 days ago. So of now, I cannot say exactly if the authorities know where they are.
So it's a bit different from the Kaka situation. You see the idea of those who are involved.
No, we don't have any idea of those who are involved because actually we don't even know these people at all. But you see, whoever wants to meet them, depending on the channel of communication. And I think the media should be trying to get me across to go and see them.
Did you let me pause that? Did you hear what he has to say? It seems to know more about the bandits than the Nigerian military. Oh my Lord. The studio line this evening is +44 2081 332257, and if you're calling from UK, it will be 0208 133 2257. How come Sheikh Gumi, according to him, knows more about the hideout of the bandit as against the Nigerian military? What is the link between this man and the bandit? Let's hear more on that video, and then we come back again.
Then you will get to understand a lot of things which actually are not in the print. We don't know who they are, and the people we met there are the warlords there. And they say it happened just 2 days ago, and the area is so wide, they don't know which group or which splinter group did the kidnapping, but at all costs they're going to get contact with them, and since we're in a peace negotiation with them, definitely they will know.
Did he just say peace negotiation with the bandit? So now the federal government is now doing a peace negotiation with the bandit. Let's now go back to that article that I was about to read out. This was some, 5th of June. According to the right group, Child Bukachua wants Gumi arrested. Why would they want Gumi arrested? A civil rights advocacy group, Human Writers Association of Nigeria, Hurawa, has carpeted the chairman Senate Committee on the Foreign Relations, Senator Adamu Bukachua, over what it termed provocative statement, threatening that the Muhammadu Buhari administration will wage war on the southeast of Nigeria over the activities of some of the Igbo youth clamoring for self-government, which is allowed Sheikh Ahmed Gumi for interfacing with the bandits whom they describe as criminals, submitting that there were no good and bad criminals, therefore wants the federal government to arrest him. Why is the federal government making more headways and killing more innocent lives of Nigerians or the Biafra in the southeast, but leave somebody like this roaming around all the streets of Kaduna? It's a question. Please do not call the mobile phone. The only line this evening is 0208 0208 133 2257. What a very sad situation in that contraction we call Nigeria. Let's hear more from what he has to say.
Releasing them without any ransom.
It took about 6 days for the Kankara abductees to be
released. Yes.
We're running into almost a week now. It's about Monday or Tuesday last week that the situation in Kankara happened. From what you know,
it happened on Wednesday.
On Wednesday.
Yes, so
remember, this was 4 months ago. Let me go back to my track. Who remember this track? Who remember it? Who still doesn't want to travel out of Nigeria? I'm sure millions of Nigerians that are even not expecting or supporting the Biafra or the Yoruba nation or the Oduduwa nation, if they get a visa, they will never return back, just like Andrew wanted to do in the 80s. A very good evening and welcome to Naija Voices. I'd like to appreciate all those of you that have joined us. We are still discussing Sheikh Gumi is exactly 1835. With all the natural resources in Nigeria, cocoa politicians and those that have held us for a very long time has not allowed the development of that country. And it is time now to say enough is enough. A total disintegration is the only best option. When they tell you palm oil day for East, the Easterners are not even enjoying it as well. Let the groundnut stay in the North and let everybody buy it if they wish to do so, as when we disintegrate. All these are just excuses, this is there, that is there. It is not going to happen anytime soon. Nigeria can no longer survive the pressure that is currently going on from different agitators and self-determination across the country. Why would the federal government continue to kill the Igbo right in the southeast, but yet refuse to pick up somebody like Sheikh Gumi? The Constitution is no longer valid because according to those that have been working behind the scene, like the Nina says, that Constitution is a scam, is a military decree, and that Constitution cannot be used moving forward for Nigeria anymore. And on that note, I'm going to now go back slightly to the article as well. Again, if you're calling, you'll probably have to call the studio number, to allow you to get into the, into the conversation this evening. Or if otherwise, I'll be reading some of your comment as well, during the, the due course of this program as well. This is Naija Voices. This is a program that have been going on air for the last 4 years. We had a lot of interviews with different personnel. Omoyole Shore was here. We had different, representative. Fela Durotoye was actually here in the studio with me just before the election in 2019. Maybe since I can pick up, the sound, let's see, maybe we can also pick up the calls exactly if it has to be, for the program, because sometimes you never know who is calling as well. Okay, gotta mute the background. Hello, good evening.
Hello, Koiki.
Hello, good evening. You're live with us on Niger Voices this evening. Good evening and welcome to the show. Okay. Okay. If you help us to mute the background so that we can hear you, because
láti dúró lẹ́nu ọ̀nà tó bá ń bọ̀ nǹkan tá a bá lè rí ṣe sí gbàdúrà la máa fún yín òbí a máa náwó nǹkan a gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe ọkùnrin yẹn gangan ọkùnrin ló lè tó ní òun prime minister yẹn ojúbọ̀rọ̀ ṣe gbọmọ lọ́wọ́ ìpùrọ̀ ọmọ ọkọ ni ẹ ọmọ akin ni ẹ ọmọ ìjẹ̀bú ni ẹ ọmọ ìjẹ̀bú òde ni ẹ I'm proud of you.
Thank you very much.
blackmail tó ń fún ẹ pátápátá wọn ò ṣe jáde wá ṣe irú nǹkan tó ṣe.
All right, thank you very much. All right then. Okay, all right. Thank you. Well, since we can pick up calls as well, but like I said, this is just going to be part of the conversation as well. I'm going to look at why Gumi says that as long as you don't negotiate with the bandits, don't expect our schools to be safe. And less than 72 hours, you saw the atrocity that took place inside the Southwest. Some of you have seen those images. We can't share those images. They're just too gruesome for you to see right here on the screen. But if you're on my status, on my phone, oh my Lord, if you are not strong enough, please do not watch my status, because there are so many of those children that the parents are crying this evening. 1839, 23rd of June, 2021. We opened the phone line from the mobile as well so that it can balance, because it seems, that is also we can use to pick up the calls. But again, let us remember that this is a live transmission and it's going through different airwaves. And this is also, let us be mindful of the kind of language we will be using if you're calling in. It is very, very important because this is coming straight. This is not the other version of my Koiki Media where you can say so many things as you want to. But let us remember that this is the airwaves and it's going to different channels as well. So when you call, please bear that in mind as well. Yeah, you can speak in our local dialect. I will try as much as possible to translate it to those of you that do not understand that language properly. So let us bear that in mind. Now, according to the report, no school is safe until government negotiates with bandits, according to Gumi as well. Who is he? Why is he so powerful in Nigeria today, but yet people that are fighting for the self-determination, like somebody like our freedom fighter, Chief Sunday Igboho, that has stood his ground to say enough of the killings of the Yorubas in the Southwest, enough of the atrocity of not allowing our families, our friends, our mothers, our neighbors. Voices on Starr Radio UK. Amen. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Amen. 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 Okay, thank you very much. That is one of our mothers here from UK that is also making a prayer for us as well. Let's now go. You're going to mute the background. Please mute the background. There's going to be a lot of fight. If people are calling on the background, there's a lot of noise at the background. It's going to be disturbing. We have a lot of gadgets here. Please reduce the background as well. Good evening and welcome to Niger Voices. Who is Sheikh Gumi?
Well, I believe in you, and I believe in a dream. I believe in all the agitator. But my problem is that
go ahead.
Someone was telling me today,
yes,
that you guys are working for a politician. I say it can never be.
Okay.
Because I can't really wait to see a new.
So okay, that's part of the problem, right? Because I want to note it down. We are working for politicians.
Yeah. Sunday Boo said particularly that he's acting a script. He's an actor. No.
Okay.
I say it can never be. Because I don't want to dream to see another Nigeria anymore.
Okay.
I believe in Yoruba nation.
Okay.
Please, I beg of you, we so much trust and trust in what is going on presently.
Okay.
I don't like a situation whereby people will begin to commit suicide because of if this thing come to be, that Tinubu will become president of Nigeria.
It's not going to happen. There won't be election in 2023. That's for sure. Anyway, so yeah, there won't be election in 2023. So, all right, I'm going to answer the question. You've asked your question, but my question is, let's go back to the original topic that we are treating as well from the studio here in London. Sheikh Gumi has become the spokesman for the bandit. He said, and I quote, some few days ago, less than 72 hours, no school is safe until the government negotiates with the bandit. And I'm sure you've probably seen the image of some of the school children that was butchered to death by some of these, bandits as well. Who is Sheikh Gumi? Why is he so powerful in Nigeria today that he cannot be arrested?
It's like the man in Shiite, the man that was in the custody. So
okay.
It's also like the guy that was killed a few months ago.
Okay.
Shakarao.
Okay.
So it's an instrument in the hand of federal government.
Okay.
It's an instrument in the hand of federal government.
Okay. Oh, okay. Not the mobile number, but please, the most important thing is let us be mindful of the language, especially knowing that we are transmitting live with different transmission going out there, and let us be mindful of what we are going to be saying. You can speak in our local language, but preferable English will be better because of some of our other audience that are listening to us from around the world. Hello, good evening. Reduce the background noise.
How are you? Yeah.
Good evening. Please help me reduce the background noise so that there won't be any interference.
Right. Okay.
Better. Go ahead, sir.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Welcome to Niger Voices. Thank you, sir.
To break a record, even the whole world will know that yes, Yoruba nation really mean what we are shouting for.
Okay.
So either Prime Minister like it or not, they must debate it. They must do something about it. Automatically, though, you have to talk to him. You have talked to him. You and him talk, but it's only he didn't reply you. He didn't respond to what you are trying to tell him.
Okay.
But the communication went through.
Okay.
Hello, Songomi.
Loud and clear. We can hear you loud and clear from here in the studio in London.
Right. So what I'm trying to say is that what you did today, even is the comprehensive analysis of what we are going to do. Okay. What is going to happen?
Okay.
Because they know that yes, something is right now on ground.
Okay.
And Uluwa to pure.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen. Amen.
Àwọn Odùduwà tó ti kọjá lọ tó ń rẹ̀ sí fọ́n síbẹ̀ yóò tì ọ́ lẹ́yìn.
Amen.
Gbogbo àwọn alágbára tó wà lórílẹ̀‐èdè Yorùbá land ní ìbáni o àwọn gbogbo àwọn alágbára ní especially ní Ọ̀yọ́ state nílùú Ìbàdàn yẹn àwọn tó ti jagun lọ tí wọ́n ti kọjá lọ wọ́n á tì ọ́ lẹ́yìn.
Amen.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti sọ báyìí wọ́n gbà wọlé ni. Gbogbo èèyàn wọ́n gbà wọlé ni. So mo gbàdúrà fún ọ pé lórúkọ Jésù Kristi. Tó pé ọ̀rọ̀ ni Bíbélì sọ pé ní àtètèkọ́ṣe ni ọ̀rọ̀ ti wà. Ọ̀rọ̀ wà pẹ̀lú Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run sì ni ọ̀rọ̀ náà. Ǹjẹ́ nípasẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tá a fi dáhùn gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti sọ báyìí àṣẹ́gun ni.
Amen. Amen.
Ọ̀rọ̀ tó bá ti sọ báyìí wọn ò ní yí padà.
Amen.
Ẹni tó wá sọ pé òun fẹ́ yí ọ̀rọ̀ tí Koiki Media bá ti sọ fún gbogbo àgbáyé tó fẹ́ yí padà ilẹ̀ ọ̀lànà yóò gbé mi ni.
Amen.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni yóò rí ní orúkọ Jésù Olúwa wa.
Amen. Thank you very much, our Father. Video later on. I asked the Prime Minister, oh yes, the UK Prime Minister this morning, is he aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria today? Twice I asked him. He might probably pretend not to have listened to that message, but he is already taking note of that message. And I'm not going to back down on that. I will continue to ask him that question again and again and again. Once again, okay, we think we still have our father back again. Okay, sorry, I didn't know that you still want to have something to say as well. The line is open. We're still discussing the issue of Sheikh Gumi, but you can also ask, because the situation in Nigeria now means that everybody is asking too many questions and they don't know who to ask. But those of us that are in the media, talking about it, anybody has opportunity to also want to ask questions. But the big question that none of you have been able to put through to the Prime Minister, I've been able to put that to him this morning. And the question was, Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria? Because that is part of what we are treating this evening. When Sheikh Gumi is saying authoritatively inside Nigeria of today that no school is safe. And the British government must be able to listen to that. That we can no longer be killed because we haven't got the voice. George Floyd was killed in US and the whole world went kapoo. Over 50 innocent lives was killed in Igogon. More than hundreds of people have been killed in the southeast of Imo, Anambra, but no one across the world and none of the media have said anything. Is it the way it's going to continue? It's just a question. And I don't have an answer to those questions. And I want you to help me out this evening. 1849, Starr Radio UK. If you haven't shared the broadcast from Starr Radio UK, please do so. Let's, those of you or those of us living in the United Kingdom, now take that video and send it to your members of parliament. That is the next question I'm going to put out to you. We must now take that video, that the question I have asked the Prime Minister, you now want your member of parliament to now get a response from the Prime Minister, whether he's aware of the ethnic cleansing or the genocide taking place. Which way Nigeria? There is no way for Nigeria anymore. The time has expired because lives are being lost on a daily basis. There's no longer hope for millions of Nigerians. Millions of people are waking up on a daily basis and crying for support and help, but that help doesn't seem to be coming anytime soon. I welcome you once again to Niger Voices. +4475 94050 is also the other number should you want to add your voice as well. Rather than the federal government running after Sheikh Gumi, the federal government is looking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Chief Sunday Igboho and the rest of the agitators from around the world that are fighting for the best option that we have on the table, the Yoruba self-determination, the Middle Belt. Are we all going to sit down and do nothing? If you're comfortable, think about the children that were killed in the Southwest. Like I said, I would have loved to show you that image, but it's just too gruesome to be seen. I saw, and I'm having feelings of the mothers that gave birth for 9 months carrying those children, only to be killed. And yet, Gumi is saying that if we do not negotiate with the bandits, our schools are no longer safe. Is this how we're all going to sit down and look and do nothing? It's just a question I'm asking this evening, and I can't get an answer yet. Once again, you all know the mobile phone. You can call that number, WhatsApp only, but please remember we're live and let us be mindful of the language and the words that we're going to be using. +4475 94050 979. That number is also gone on the YouTube for those of you that are watching us on YouTube this evening. My name is Olayomi Koiki. This is Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I'd like to appreciate Olu Food as well, where Olu Food has been supporting us in terms of making sure that we are on air every Wednesday. You can do the same thing as well. Would you like to support and make sure that we are on air? Also, like to Yoruba agitation, where we are, some of the information that you need to know and what we need to share with you as well. But remember to also reach out to oluolufood.co.uk. Let's go back now to a caller, I guess, from London. Hello, good evening, caller, or from UK rather.
Yeah, good evening, Mr. Koike.
You're welcome to Niger Voices. We can hear you loud and clear.
Mr. Koike, is there any means where there is a petition signing can be made and sent to the Prime Minister of British Parliament?
The petition has always been going on for different individuals that have been putting out a petition, but I'm sure we can continue to put more petition and then we need more people to sign those petitions. There's an ongoing petition, for the disintegration and asking of referendum from the United Nations, from the Yorubas and the Middle Belt and the Lower Niger. But I'm sure the one you're talking about is probably maybe a kind of a different petition, if I'm right.
Because I haven't seen any.
Okay, I will send you the current petition that is currently going on as I speak right now. And that petition is the one asking for the referendum that should be given to us, not by the Nigerian government, because the Nigerian government is not going to give anybody referendum, because it's not inside the constitution that is currently a fraudulent and a scam constitution. So after you drop, sir, I will send you the latest petition that is going on through the airwaves at the moment.
God bless Odua. I'll be expecting.
Yoruba Nation now, not going back.
Yoruba Nation.
Amen. Again, the line is open, but once again, let us really be mindful from the radio platform that we are broadcasting from. But I always say, as long as we're saying nothing more than the normal thing that we say, I say good evening to the next caller. Hello, good evening, and welcome to Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK. Okay, it seems you're welcome to the program, madam. Good evening. I know you're calling from US. You don't have to give your name if you don't have to, but go ahead. We can hear you loud and clear, and we can listen to you.
That's fine. My name is Alero. I've been following everything about the Yoruba
agitation.
I was born and bred in Lagos. So
okay, I didn't get where your grandmother was from. There was a call coming through that didn't allow me to know. I wanted to know more of that as well. Sorry. Yeah, your grandmother is from where?
Isaleko.
Isaleko Gongon. Isaleko is no longer Isaleko anymore. You saw the Jankara video where somebody was like, APC, APC. All right, go ahead. You got the airwaves.
She was a big part of my growing up years and with my siblings. God bless her soul. She's passed now. She's she's the best grandmother. I'm a Shekiri, like I said, from the other state. My mom is partly Ijo and Yoruba, but I so love the Yoruba people. I always tell people anywhere I go. I have friends who are Igbos, they fight me on top of this. They say, oh, why are you always defending Yoruba people? I said the Yoruba people are the only tribe in Nigeria that embrace every other culture. There is no other tribe.
Wow.
They welcome people, and that's why Lagos is what Lagos it is today. My Igbo brothers will say, oh, they are the ones who made Lagos. I'll tell them, yeah, you came to Lagos because the Yoruba people welcomed you.
Yeah.
And that is what brought about all these heads, I heard about one story, I can't remember, in Kwara, where there was a leader there who allowed Fulani people to come in, and that's how they started creating problems. The Yoruba people are very welcoming, they're wonderful. I love their shows, I love their programs, and so I stand with Yoruba Nation, and I pray, it'll come to be. Stand by each and every person involved in this agitation, because it's about time. Yoruba people are very intelligent, well-read, very exposed. One of the earliest people to travel out of this concussion Nigeria we have now. Why are they going to be oppressed? Why are they where they are? No, Yoruba people should be
with about more than 80 million of us. More than enough. Yeah.
For the UN people to just, or whatever organizations we need their signature on this agitation. Okay. That is more than enough voices for this to come to be. So I just wanted to appreciate you. And I do appreciate Sunday Igboho.
Chief Sunday Igboho. Jekomo. I've given him a new name. And we are, amen. Now, no going back. Chief Sunday Igboho, we say no going back. We got another caller. Hello, good evening. Mute the background, your life with us. Oluolu Food is on www.oluolufoods.com. Mute the background, the caller, please. Mute the background noise. Good evening, sir. Amen. Okay. Okay. Yes. Okay, but I'm sure you're aware that we are live on the studio now. This is it.
Yes.
Okay, all right, that's fine. All right, go ahead. That's fine. I just want to make sure that we're on the same pace. All right, go ahead.
Yes. My 12 color be see my 12 motor passé.
Okay.
Seri o sale ta to wa ni to gate to wa ni ọ̀nà Ìbàdàn yẹn.
Yeah.
A ní láti gbé òrìṣà yẹn wálẹ̀.
Okay.
Seri kan tí èdè gbọ́, mo fẹ́ kọ́ ọmọ Nàìjíríà máa já mi.
Okay.
Kọ́sì kan tí mo gbọ́ lórí ẹ̀ ti pẹ́ tí mo ti gbọ́. Èmi ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tí mo ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí, mo ti fẹ́ pé 50. Tó mi ìjọmọdé.
Okay.
Pé òrìṣà yẹn, àwọn politician lọ fi rúbọ síbẹ̀.
Okay.
And ìsáyédà ọdún márùn-ún àbọ̀dún mẹ́wàá ní táǹkà máa ń la nọ́ńdà ìrìnà tó dà máa dún mọ́tò tí ò ní jẹ́ 20 tí ò ní jẹ́ 30 tó máa jẹ́ full passenger.
Okay.
Tí bá wọn ti dáadáa ìsáyédà kó jẹ́ every 5 years or every 10 years. Ẹ jẹ́ kó ọmọ Nàìjíríà máa já mi o. Ní ọ̀nà tó gate.
Okay.
Tó ẹgbẹ́ nǹkan iná ti dó ń bẹ̀rẹ̀ pé tó dá. Left and right.
All right.
So, yeah, because no, everybody no go program that by program is and 40 minutes. That way, that way is better. Because I can't because when you go that by the bomb
Okay.
That day.
All right.
We took a raw on my dummy.
All right, no, that's fine. I'm sure I'll be at Buckingham Palace at a surprise one of these days. But I gotta let you go because of time factor. It's exactly 1900 hours, which is about 7 p.m. from London, where we're reporting from this morning or this evening rather, on the 23rd of June 2021. If you'd like to support the program, you can reach out to us on 0208 1332257 as well. This is a caller, no ID. Let's see who is on the line there. Hello, good evening and welcome to Star Radio UK Niger Voices.
Hello, Koiki. It's Kayode.
Good evening. You're welcome to the program, sir.
Yeah, how are you doing? You okay?
Very good.
Yeah, welcome back to the UK.
Thank you.
Just the little advice I can give you. I know the job is just immense, and I think we have to turn the table around and engage ourselves in the government.
Turn the table around.
By engaging with them, to do business with them, for the Biafrans, we have to turn the table around because we have all the resources.
Okay.
I think that's going to be a step ahead. You know what I mean?
Step ahead.
To put the Fulanis to one side because actually they don't have anything. We have to engage in terms of business and trade.
Okay.
Yes. If we engage ourselves with the British government, they will just collapse them and then we have everything. Anything we want, we get into our hands. We have everything. We have all the resources. Yes.
Wow.
You see, by engaging with them, both the Biafra and the Yoruba, the resources they want, we will give them. We just want this, we want this. That's it.
Okay.
The job is done.
The job is done.
Yeah, I'm sorry for my English.
No. English is not our language. We all just try that. That's fine. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Oh yeah, me. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. We silent them. All right. Thank you very much, my brother. We're gonna let you go because of the time factor. That's why I had to push you there. We have another caller from UK. Hello, good evening, caller. Welcome to the program.
Good evening.
Welcome, ma'am.
You mentioned that you've spoken to Boris Johnson.
Yes, I did.
Have you spoken to the leader of opposition?
I will be tracking him down. I just go back. I'll be doing some
MPs, such as those in the Liberal Party.
Yeah.
And those in the Labour Party.
Yes.
So please try and speak to Keir Starmer. Yeah. Thank you very much.
I have to start from the top. I'll be coming down now to the other side.
Of course.
I know, and I appreciate that. And I hope you got the video as well. You can also help me send it to one of your members of parliament.
I was busy.
I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I got your number there, Auntie. I'll send it to you. All right then.
Thank you. I will be expecting it. Thank
you
you
will
very
get
much.
it.
Bye.
Thank you very much. It's called Niger Voices on Star Radio UK, and it's one of the programs that we've been doing for the last 4 years. Talking about the issues in Nigeria, but this time around, you all know my own position. I want a Yoruba nation. Let me quickly answer the first caller. But before I do so, I'm going to put this caller on the hold while I do the answering of that. Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir.
Okay, just hold on the line there. Let me answer the first caller. The first caller, just like so many people, are skeptical. Are we working for politicians? Are we part of APC? Are we part of PDP? A lot of people say so many things, especially between myself and Chief Sunday Igboho. But let's make this clear again. We are not part of the politicians of that corrupt contraction. We are fighting for what we believe is the best option that we can ever think of. Why should I, Olayomi Koiki, be working for a politician? The politicians are not what working for. And I say it categorically, and there's nothing that can prove that I am working for any politician. And I hope I cleared the airways on that. Let's go back straight to US, where we have a caller that is there waiting for me. Hello, good evening and welcome to the show, Starr Radio UK.
Yes, sir. The White Lion.
Good evening. Welcome. Oh, Toronto. Okay, Toronto. Good evening and welcome. I remember. I know.
Even all the time that you were there, I was But anyway, I just want to say something quickly, right?
Go ahead, sir. We can hear you loud and clear.
Okay. In connect time, you made an analysis about EPA, you remember you made an analysis.
Okay, I don't want us to really go on that line on this show now. I understand. I remember that program. But you should just maybe have to make it as a coded, but I don't want it to really be something that we will highlight too much on, especially based on the Star Radio. But
warriors, I want it to be put in as a mark. This is their man and this is their account. We are more than 1 million in diaspora that is standing by Yoruba nation.
Yeah.
To buy the $1 a month, to buy the $5 a month, €5. We can make up to millions of dollars every month to support our warriors.
Okay.
Very, very significant.
Okay. Oh yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Okay.
That's one. Number two, quickly before I round up.
Yeah.
Thank you for a good job.
You're welcome.
Anybody that is buoyant, for those of us that is diaspora, if you can work out, it's not expensive, $600.
Okay.
Even me, people put around together, I can buy one.
Okay.
So to participate, we need like 100 Okada.
Okay.
I'm telling you, before you know what is going on, people will be coming out and say, okay, I buy one, I buy two.
Okay.
Before you know it,
It will be flooded. All right. Okay then.
Anyway,
Thank you very much from my brother all the way from Toronto, where they're listening to me on Star Radio UK. Let's read some of the comment also on the Star Radio UK comment section. According to Taiwo, Akintoye says, not only in Yoruba land, this killing is happening everywhere in Nigeria. In Niger State, from a reliable source, the Gauri people, mostly farmers, are being killed. Most of them have to the capital, Mina. Something is wrong somewhere. Did some tribe want to take over from what we are hearing? Okay. Are you not aware of what they call ethnic cleansing? My brother watching me there, Taiwo, from Niger State. I guess you're listening to me or watching me. Taiwo, you're watching me from Niger State. There's what they call ethnic cleansing. This is plus 61, and I guess this is Australia, if I'm right. Hello, good evening. Welcome to Star Radio UK on Niger Voices.
Yeah, you're right. It's from Australia.
Australia, okay.
Thank you, my brother. Yeah.
You're welcome. Go ahead.
We don't sleep. We listen to your. It's 4 a.m. here, but we listen to your show all the time. You know, anytime you're on, I'm on. So
I appreciate.
Yoruba Nation doesn't take
no
you
going
sleep.
back.
It's
Yes.
no going back.
No going back.
Yeah. So today I was looking at that idiot called Shed Gumi.
Okay.
Made some comments about empowering the bandits and the criminals to be given contracts by the government, to guard the bushes and the forests. We don't need any Fulani terrorists in our forest guarding it. We're fine by ourselves. We are the Yoruba people. We can secure our farmland. We can secure our forests. No country. They can just stay away from us, and we'll be going to our own country anyway. So they can stay in their shiro, and we're moving on. He's not going back on Yoruba Nation.
Before I let you go, because you're calling from a long distance and you can hear him, he's calling all the way from Australia. It's exactly 4 a.m. over there. Why is the government or the media in Nigeria giving this man so much preference, especially on the mainstream media back home?
The reason is quite simple. It's because they control the whole country. And they're using this man as a spokesman, indirect spokesman for the bandit and for the terrorist governments. They're giving him that. So everything he says is what Buhari and his cohorts really wants to say, but they can't say it out loud. And Gumi is their spokesperson in the shadows.
Wow.
That's exactly why.
Thank you very much. That's a very brilliant one from one of my big brother there. Let me remind those of you that have just joined us. I'll give a bit of background about this man from what I have here. Again, we have a no-caller ID. Sheikh Gumi was born October 1st, 1960. He lives in Kaduna. He was once also part of the captain in the Nigerian Defense Academy, and I'm sure you can now see why things are making up itself in 21st century. Hello, caller. Good evening and welcome to the show.
Hello, good evening again. I've just called. I called before earlier.
Okay. Yeah.
I just wanted to look deep into what I said earlier on in terms of trade and commerce.
Oh yes, it's an area that we have to explore.
It's a very vital,
oh yes, a very, very important area. Yes, yes. I've taken note of that as well. I've taken note of that.
Yeah, because we have to come in sort of in collaboration with the Biafrans.
Yeah, and that's why you said, turn the table around. That's what I wrote down here. Turn the table around. So we have to look at all options on the table, not just looking at from one angle or one perspective as the Yoruba people that wants to leave, Nigeria, but we can also put our trade envoy right now. We can set up a trade envoy. This is just an idea there. For those of you that have that knowledge, put those, things out and start discussing, with global community and tell them what we have, rather than looking at it from the perspective of Nigeria. Because whether they like it or not, Nigeria would definitely have to be disintegrated the way it is. Yeah. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you. The line is still open. If you also want to add your voice, it's +4475 9405079. I wouldn't be more than sitting here if I don't have a back-end team. That is my producer, Frank David, and likewise, Achi, that are working tirelessly behind the scene. I have a track that I've already laid down for us, but before then, let's...
From UK,
oh.
One of your comrades.
Okay, go ahead, sir. Good evening, sir. Welcome to the program. Cabo, sir. Yeah.
So,
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
Good job for today.
Thank you.
Good job for today because I was following everything.
Thank you.
So keep it up.
Thank you.
So whatever we will not relent, and I know. Thank you for that. Your courage and your very boldness to take it to the Prime Minister.
Oh yes.
And I hope you will continue the rest according to the.
Oh yes, it's a follow up. It's a follow up. We still have the Lib Dem, we have the Labour Party. And we
slow steady win the race.
Yes.
We'll get to our destination.
Definitely.
Inshallah.
Amen.
Welcome, my brother.
Thank you very much.
I hope you meet the family.
The family are doing very great. It's good to see the children. The children have not seen me for the last 6 months, and it's like every now and then, my daughter was asking me whether I'm still coming back home tonight, and I'm like, okay, okay, I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back home, because I only told them I'll be back in just about a few days, and you know how these things work. And I was away for 6 months, but we thank you and thanks everyone that have supported us left and right. Amen, amen, amen.
Unfortunately, Nigeria did last week. Because last week, right, Daddy. We won the match. To the COVID, one last week. You can't believe it. One bad no.
Yeah.
Before you joke
wow. Wow. Okay, that's an intel. Somebody gave them intel. It's an intel. It's an intel. Yeah, I do quite follow on top of Nule. I do quite follow. And these are part of what this. I mean, Egban Toron yes so again because Elomio Gbada. Yeah.
Last week's Friday,
that's fine. Yeah.
But fortunately, the second day, meeting it's on Monday morning to Tuesday. Now let it go. Because Sunday we should meet so and those are things we are saying.
Okay. All right.
Must I do that?
Okay, all right. I think I got the picture of that. This is just like so many of you travel out to different part of the globe. But while he went down to do whatever he has to do, the next day, people came down, wanted to rob him. But unfortunately, as you will say, Olonke, Olonfisho, do we have to rely alone on that? Why should we have to rely on that if the system was working? Let me now give you more background of what Sheikh Gumi says, and exactly in the next 15 minutes, it's going to be all more of the Yoruba agitation. The popular Islamic cleric Sheikh Abubakar Gumi has said there are about 100,000. Take note of these. There are about 100,000 armed bandits in the northwest alone. We are already in a big mess. Let's go straight to the next caller. Hello, good evening, caller. Niger Voices on Star Radio UK. You're welcome, sir. Okay, you got to mute the background. If you don't mute the background, there will be interference. If you're not muting the background, okay, I don't have any other option than to let that caller go. Please, if you're calling, you got to mute the background. This is a UK caller. Hello, good evening and welcome to Star Radio UK.
Hello, brother.
Good evening. I know the caller, but good evening. Welcome to the show. Thank you. Thank you.
I really, really appreciate you, and I know a lot of people appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you very much. And we don't take it for joke. We appreciate you all as well. Thank you.
Appreciate your question to Boris Johnson this month. I don't know when you did it. I just saw the video.
Okay, yeah, the video has been circulating now. Yes, the question.
They're not gonna answer that.
Yeah.
Or you said it. They heard it.
I'll be doing a follow-up. I'm going to be tagging every Twitter handle. That is just the first stage. The first stage is that. The second stage is still coming. But go ahead, my auntie.
What I want us to do, I want to take you from what you did there. I want us to start going to probably Parliament and just keep presenting our case in front of these people.
Yes.
Now, what I want to suggest.
Suggestion, yeah. I'm taking a note.
They were just building on whatever their forefathers
did
in Africa.
Okay.
At least I want.
So you're almost in the same line, Emma Binu, with the same line with the other last caller that says you can turn the table around. Okay.
The reason is because
wow.
Every single person.
Every day.
And to be honest with you, Great Britain is the pace setter for everything in life.
Wow.
No, someone colonize.
Yeah. I want you to repeat that again. Great Britain is the what?
The pace setter.
The pace setter. I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
I
said no.
Wow.
I did my degree in United Kingdom. I know their history. I know the way they started. I know why they did a lot of things they did. That is why it is very difficult for them to just, disengage from their forefathers.
Wow.
These people have done so much for them. And that is what I want us to hold on to.
Okay.
If we give you the benefit, we agree. You did what you supposed to. What your church was right at the time. So this is now.
Okay.
We need our country back. We need Yoruba land.
Okay.
We want to build our own country as well. We are human beings. We're not animals. And we don't like the way whoever is there now and all the past leaders, they don't badly. Brother, AY shared something in 2000 and probably 17 or 18, I can't remember.
Yeah.
How every single Nigerian president shared certain percentage of
yes. I've seen that video as well. Yeah.
So how do you now expect them to say yes to what is going on?
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult.
So
okay.
And another thing not everybody, not every single one of us will support it. Because there are some
Oh, yes.
that are benefiting from the corruption.
Millions, not some. There are millions. You know, okay. Let me get that out. Why you're saying that? Let me get where Pastor Paul Adefarasi said so. But go ahead. While I'm preparing for that. Yeah.
Most of you the other time. Nígbà tí ẹ máa ń lọ fóríṣiríṣi street.
Yes.
Ni mo bẹ̀rẹ̀ degree.
Wow.
I got student finance. My degree cost me £9,500 a year.
Wow.
Student finance loan for women. Ẹjọ́ ọmọ 18-year-old ní Nàìjíríà ṣó ní àgbọ̀kànlé kankan. Bó ti mọ̀ kọ́ mọ̀wé tó fún tí family ò bá ní owó náà máa fi wọn lọ sí school.
Boy.
Lẹ́yìn ìgbà yẹn wọ́n fún mi lówó kí n máa fi tọ́jú ara mi. Owó tó jẹ́ pé tí mo bá ní lọ́jọ́ iwájú tí bá parí degree ni mo lè san padà bí mi ò bá ní láti san padà kò fún wọn nípa mi. Ọmọ tí wọ́n tí ìbí nílùú òyìnbó owó tó máa fi lọ school ti wà ńlẹ̀. Ara àwọn nǹkan tá a máa sọ fún àwọn èèyàn wa.
The benefits. Yeah, benefits. Yeah. Benefits.
Gbogbo nǹkan tí bàbá wa Awólọ́wọ̀ rí nìyẹn tó fi introduce the free education.
Yes.
Free education ni mo enjoy ní Nàìjíríà. Free education every time. So brand new books. Every time, like new mathematical test. Throughout
not anymore. Most of the public schools are not even working. Most of the diaspora are the ones sponsoring and supporting all the schools in Nigeria and across the southwest and the southeast as well.
Like the best because it was British standard. It was United Kingdom
Standard. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Wow.
That is the reason why they need to face the music.
They need to face the music.
Okay. We don't need to call them honorable because there's nothing honorable about them.
All right. Okay.
There's nothing excellent about them.
Okay. All right. Because it's just because of the time, I'm just gonna let you go. But you've
There is nothing good about that country.
There's nothing good. I love that. That would be, that would be something. Okay, nothing good about that country. Yeah. Nothing good about that country. Okay.
The country that we build together. I cannot identify anything that is well built in Nigeria. Is it uninterrupted power electricity? Is it pipe on water, running water in every home?
Everywhere is sachet water. Okay. All right. Okay, I'm going to let you go, my auntie, because if I leave him, she's a lawyer, she's not going to go anywhere. And I really appreciate our time. I'm sure we will engage more. We'll hold on to the call. What is it that people have been talking about? Maybe you are just joining and you don't even know what took place, this afternoon. That is the motorcade ready to take the Prime Minister, to the Parliament. You can watch the video on our timeline on Starr Radio UK and also on Koiki Media as well. But let me release the audio of my conversation as the Prime Minister was preparing to make his way to the Parliament for the Prime Minister question time. It's just about 4 minutes. Let's hear what I have to say to the Prime Minister this morning.
Genocide is currently taking place. I'm already recording as well on my other phone. This is why we are saying to you all, let us push and push and push. Òun ni bàbá wa Chief Sunday Igboho sọ, òun ni bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams sọ, òun ni gbogbo àwọn Afẹ́nifẹ́re sọ, even though wọ́n sọ̀rọ̀ restructuring, wọ́n mọ̀ pé restructure lè ṣẹlẹ̀ ní Nàìjíríà. Àwọn bàbá yẹn mọ̀ Yorùbá nation ni wọ́n ń ṣe. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọba, gbogbo yín tẹ̀ ń ra ọba sọ̀rọ̀ nínú bíbà àti àwọn tó ń bá Queen sọ̀rọ̀, ẹ máa sọ fún Mama Charlie, God bless the Queen, that enough is enough. Nigeria is already have to break. They need to break up Nigeria so that we can have a better life just like them. Charlie, they are ready, set, and ready to go. These are the motorcade that will be taking the Prime Minister. Once again, my name is Ola Yomi Koiki. Koiki Media, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Androki, Prime Minister, let me turn the camera back to myself and then make it
àwọn tó jẹ́ Great Britain wọ́n máa wá ka gbogbo broadcast yìí continue to ask the question why we should be together in Nigeria. Why should we be together when the whole process needs to expire? Once again, this is Koiki Media Live. Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria presently, by those killing millions of Nigerians? I've been waiting for this for a very long time, and I'm going to be catching that now by the time it comes out. I'm also recording. This is another recording, as you can see there. I'm recording so that I can capture that, and then I'll be able to circulate it. Once again, is the 23rd. It's going to be coming out now. Just remain focused. I asked him the question into the motorcade. We will use our media to continue to ask the question. This is still Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. From the Prime Minister, Cabinet Minister, why is it that everybody is looking at the genocide that is taking place in Nigeria and nobody is doing anything? Millions of Nigerians are dying every day, but yet Great Britain, the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, has not done much, to look into some of those problems. And the problem is a total disintegration out of Nigeria. As you can see, the only way out is to break up Nigeria so that there will be peace. Because if a war starts in Nigeria, the whole world will have to ask those questions why they left it too late without looking into it as quickly as possible. That is the motorcade of the Prime Minister about to leave his building, which is number 10 Downing Street, a popular black door. That door has been in existence for a very long time. I'm sure some of you know. Let me just show you some of the other views. As you can see there, that's the Union flag right on the top there. And number 11 is where the Chancellor also lives as well. Nigeria is at the verge of breakup, and Great Britain must now do something as quick. Millions of people will have to be killed, and millions of people would have to be in refugee camps, but the world would have to be responsible for not doing anything. Hello, Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria? Prime Minister, are you aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria currently? Okay, it's already in there, but I've already passed the message to. And that was my interaction. For those of you that must have seen that video, it's already going in circulation throughout the globe. If you see that video, share that video as well. That video needs to get to not just the Prime Minister, it needs to get to the President of America, Joe Biden, and Kamala Harris, the Vice President as well. I'll be doing a lot of follow-up and other background work as well. Let me now, remind you where we started. In about 2 minutes, the whole other conversation will be the Yoruba agitation, where we are and where we are going. My name is Olaimi Koike. This is Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK. Have over 100,000. Yes, you can check it on our timeline. It will be on YouTube by the time I get back home. And it's in circulation with different WhatsApp group as well. And if you need that video, you can reach out to me as well. And hopefully I'll come across your message and I will send it to you as well. The number that you were requested from is +44. Yeah, I wasn't showing the video because I was only letting you hear the voice. If I showed the video, you will not be able to see it properly. But go on the timeline, you will be able to watch the video properly as well. Go on Instagram, it's already on Instagram as well. He's telling us, before we go into the other section of do a sponsor part of this Niger Voices, which is about half an hour program. Gumi is saying to us, bandit kidnapped school pupils were disappointed that he negotiated with them without the involvement of the federal government. Is now categorically telling us that the bandit is not happy, that is negotiating, federal government is not involved. The cleric insisted that until the government engage with the herdsmen, no school could be safe again. This is a caller from UK, and I'm going to allow that call, and that will take me straight into Ilana Modua sponsor program on Niger Voices. Hello, good evening and welcome. You need to mute the bar and your live right on Starr Radio UK. I can still hear the feed coming out from your house. Caller. Yeah, we're live, but I can hear the other voice, which I want you to mute, sir. Yeah, I don't want to hear the voice of the TV. You're already on the phone with me. I can hear you through the phone. That one is interrupting.
Hello?
You're live with us, sir.
Hello. My name is Kiamiu.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. How are you?
Adukwe Falong. Welcome.
Oh,
Yeah.
Louis ni mò ń gbé
Okay.
quite okay. So ìgbà tí Koiki ṣe ń sọ lórí kínní, ó lè record ẹ̀.
Yes,
Bí ó
possible.
bá dẹ̀ bọ́ sí,
Yeah, it's possible.
bá padà délé, a máa gbà, a máa rí lórí kínní, a máa lè copy ẹ̀.
Okay. Yes, possible. I mean, it can be downloaded on YouTube. All our videos are on YouTube,
Okay.
and then.
Àti pé lánàá, mi fi lọ rẹ̀ tàtọ̀.
Okay.
So mo ṣẹ̀ dé láti hospital ni.
Okay.
Wọ́n fẹ́ gba wọ́n ló sọ ọ̀kan lórí ọ̀rọ̀ registration.
Oh yeah, I'll send that across. I know what it's okay. The petition. I'll send the petition across. Yeah, it's the petition. I'll share the petition, sir. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, thank you.
You're more than welcome. Okay, Road. All right, that's fine. I'll share the petition as well. You're more than welcome. And these are so many of our back home, but there's no home to go back to. Let's start with this powerful music from the Yoruba section now that says Asikotito, Asikotito, Asikotito. This is it. Welcome now to Ilana Modua sponsor program on Niger Voices every Wednesday on Starr Radio UK. Hey! Asikoti see you. Hey! This program is now sponsored by Ilana Modua, Professor Banji Akintoye, all the way from Nigeria. I say good evening and welcome to now the last segment of Niger Voices this evening. July 3rd is loading mega rally in Lagos. Who's prepared for that? Are you getting ready for the mega rally in Lagos State? Akí gbogbo yín tí a ní àsìkò yìí tí a ti ń sọ pé Yorùbá Nation Now ní wákàtí Yorùbá Nation Now ni o. Lẹ ọ̀rọ̀ jẹ̀mọ́ ẹ jẹ́ ká jọ gbé lárugẹ. Kó lè san wá sówó, kó lè san wá sọ́mọ. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Kó lè san wá sọ́mọ àlàáfíà. Àìkú alẹ́ ẹ̀rọ. Ọmọ Odùduwà. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ń béèrè pé ṣé petition yẹn is an authentic? Yes, Professor Banji Akintoye say that petition is authentic. Ẹ máa lọ dáwọ́ lù ní kíákíá. Àsìkò ti tó láti gbára wa lọ́wọ́ ìjọba múnisìn o. Emeritus Professor àwọn àgbààgbà Yorùbá. I say good evening and thank you very much for those of you that have joined us. We move. Comrade Victor Taiwo. Igbowo Òòṣà. Ààrẹ bàbá wa Gani Adams. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà lókè òkun tá a lè lọlé. Adépọ̀jù l'Amẹ́ríkà ọ̀rẹ́ mi àtàtà. Ọmọ Odùduwà Yorùbá Nation no going back. Not literally the position of Starr Radio UK, but that is the position of Olayomi Koiki. And it's a free will. I have the right to believe that Yoruba Nation is the best answer. Let's pause that because of time factor. And let's go straight. I want us to listen to this. For those of you having the benefit of doubt, is Professor Banji Akintoye aware of petition from Ninas? That petition is a legitimate petition and we must all go and sign it. It's very, very simple. It's straightforward. There's not kind of the last one that we had with change.org where you want to petition. You know that petition from all those Joe or whatever they call themselves. Let's hear this exactly from the word of Professor Banji Akintoye.
Security Light Command, which probably maybe later Architect George Akinola, General Secretary, might still say something about that. But I also know it's been taken care of. But this question, sir, and I think it's very important for all of us in the diaspora and to international politics, which we cannot rule out. If the United Nations refuses and other powerful agency refuses to honor our call for referendum. What's next for us?
Hello, caller.
What is next, sir? Okay, something is already happening now.
Let's pause that. We have a caller on the line. Hello, caller. Can you hear me? Okay, 1 minute. Let's turn it up a little bit. Thank you very much. It's good to be back. Yes. Okay. If we don't work together, we're not going to achieve it. Okay. Very good point. Okay. Okay. Okay.
They will not let their own citizens die, but they let other people's citizens die. And Nigerians now, we need just face the British government and just tell them to believe us.
Okay.
We need to put pressure on them. All of us that were here, we need to put pressure on them. You know, they are already written a couple of letters already.
Oh yes, I know. And these are individual. Let me give a background to some of what a lot of us needs to do. I mean, I won't go into details of who he is, but we've known each other for years. Back in the days, and he has done something marvelous last year. This was last year. He has been writing letters back and forth to the number 10 Downing Street that you saw me going. He has been writing letters to his members of parliament here in UK back and forth. And that is putting pressure. But one person cannot do it alone. That is what he's saying there. We need more of those of us living in the United Kingdom to send letters. You can just sit down on your phone, by email and send a letter to your member of parliament. It will make a lot of impact. Go ahead, my caller.
It doesn't take more than an hour to do it. Keep putting pressure on these people. These people are selfish people and they only care about their interests. They can act like they care about the world, but they don't. When it comes to their interests, trust me, if Nigeria, they'll just anyway. My whole point is let's just put the pressure on them, and by the end of it, at some point, we're going to get what we want. But let's not be selfish as well. Let's forget about what we want as individuals.
Okay.
And at the end of the day, we'll get Yoruba Nation by the grace of God.
Thank you very much. And these are, I'll let my caller go there. And these are part of the so many experts that, a lot of us need at home. He's an engineer, and I know him very well. Brilliant. First class all the way through. But I won't give too much detail. Let's go back to that audio, or the video rather, of where our father was speaking to us. It's exactly 1939. I won't take calls now because I really want to get this video.
Actually, we should be out tomorrow or the day after. It is something that some young people in NINAS, you know what NINAS is? Yes, sir. NINAS is the Nigerian Indigenous Nationality Alliance for Self-Determination. NINAS. We in Anoma are part of NINAS. And there are other organizations from the East, the Southeast, the Middle Belt. All of us. A total of about 75% of the population of Nigeria is represented in NINAS. Yeah, so this young group, this youth group in NINAS are now circulating a petition for referendum. They are not asking you to vote for the referendum. Some people started a month or so ago saying, oh, we are going to be asking people to vote for referendum. You cannot vote for referendum like that. A referendum is something you hold like an election. Where people line up and say you have a referendum. Not at all. So all you can is to now circulate a petition saying that we Yoruba people want to hold a referendum for our self-determination. Now, that petition is going around now, and I advise that we should vote and we should support it in our millions. when we have it in our hands, supported, we can take it to the Nigerian federal government and say, this is it. X million Yoruba people want to hold a referendum for their self-determination. And you, as the government of Nigeria to which we belong, it is your duty to organize our referendum for us. Of course, we know Nigeria, they are going to say no. It's but we can also take our petition to the combination of our state governors and ask them to put together an arrangement for holding a referendum for us in Yoruba land. Now, there we have a greater leeway, we have a greater strength, because these are our elected governors, and we can pressurize them to no end until we get them to do what we want. That's another. But we can take our petition by millions of Yoruba signatures to the United Nations and say for their nation out of Nigeria, and we can get the United Nations to agree. So we are creating the instrument we will use, and that is the petition. The petition is not the referendum. It's just the instrument for fighting for a referendum. The petition is on now, and it's been circulated from telephone to telephone and so on and so forth. I will urge our people to make a rush and vote for it, so that in the next 1 month or so, we will have a petition in our hands that we can claim to be supported by millions of you. And then we will be in the big league for a referendum.
And I hope you're able to now have the clear on that. I will take maybe 1 or 2 calls, during this segment. The number to call is plus. Sorry, I had to reject some of the calls that was coming in so that we're not. But let's go straight and enjoy this as well. Once again, it's Niger Voices on Starr Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London. I had somebody that sent something to me as well. Let's hear this as well. I love this one. Very natural. You need to say the way she was dancing as well, right there. You can see. Yes, so very brilliant voice there. Okay, all right. All hail the Biafra, all hail the Middle Belt, and everyone that wants freedom out of that contraction you call Nigeria. For those of you asking how do you get the petition is circulating in different media platforms and different WhatsApp group. And if anybody have that petition for somebody that is asking on our YouTube, please can just go on that YouTube of Koiki Media and put it in there. And you can watch more on that on our, different timeline as well, as we're just about 12 minutes away on this particular program that comes on your airwaves every Wednesday evening. And like I said, this is a program that, myself and my colleagues, my producer, we worked out 4 years ago, and it's been going very well until, I started, discussing and talking about, the Yoruba nation, and we reviewed that as well. But like I said, in terms of the Yoruba nation, that is just my own view and my own personal opinion, not literally the opinion of Starr Radio UK. But if you're joining us for the first time, I say,
This is Starr Radio UK.
Did you hear that again?
This is Starr Radio UK.
Are you ready to turn it on? Let's hear this before we start, saying in the next 12 minutes. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé sókè díẹ̀ sí lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. The 20th of June 2021. Prime Minister, I'm asking you again, are you aware of the genocide and ethnic cleansing taking place in Nigeria? This is Starr Radio UK, and likewise, you can join me Monday to Friday with Archie and Frank. What time? 11 o'clock every Monday to Friday. The mega rally is coming up. But before the mega rally, this Saturday at Offa, yes, there will be a rally that will be holding in Offa this Saturday. I'll be giving you more details about that. And also October 1st. I know, yes, October 1st in London will be a total shutdown. Yay! Yes, so Kwara State is holding the Yoruba Nation Rally Ibilo Kingdom, a venue at Offa in Kwara State on the 26th of June 2021, starting from 10 a.m. If you're living in Kwara State, if you're living in any part of Yoruba land, please make sure you make your way to Offa, where we will tell July 3rd, mega rally. I'll be telling you more on that as well. We are suffering all over. We are being slaves in the United Kingdom. We must make sure we get out of that contraction. Good evening to all our professors, our biological, our scientists, our engineer. I had a call from one of our brother here in UK, a PhD that have studied all this amalgamation. My head was blown away. Fulani are killing us, and that is why Sheikh Gumi says 100,000 bandits is in the northwest, Meduluwa in the southwest. The bandit that demanded 200 million from the victim parent, which was later reduced to 150 million naira cash. Despite effort to get out, the bandits were adamant in their financial demand. Lai Mohammed is not going to tell you the truth. Your governors are not going to tell you the truth. They are all part of the game, and we must grace. Sunday Adeyemo. Hey, Chief Sunday Igboho, Jack, come on. Do you want to hear that? I'm going to be playing that before the end of this broadcast. Aki gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń gbọ́ wa ní gbogbo ìgbà tí gbogbo wa bá ń jáde tí a fi ń sọ pé Yoruba nation now, no going back, and we mean it. There is no going back on that. I told the Prime Minister, is he aware of the genocide taking place in Nigeria? He couldn't answer me. Hey. Igboho Òòṣà, ọkọ̀ Fúlàní. Kíní kan gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe Ìbà Gani Adams. Akí gbogbo ẹ̀yin Àgbẹ̀kọ̀yà, gbogbo OPC, gbogbo security architecture tó wà nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹ má sùn o nítorí pé Gumi ní 100,000 ní àwọn bandit tó wà ní northwest. Mélòó láwọn tó wà ní southwest? Let us remain vigilant. Once again, a very good evening and welcome as we're winding it down from this side of the globe. I'm looking for that video. Jekomo. That was it. Lagos ma loud gun July 3rd. Aki gbogbo different WhatsApp group, Aki gbogbo organization, Yoruba One Voice, OAM, also remember, to continue to share and discuss about the Yoruba agitation. And our brother from the Biafra, I salute you now. Well. Don't be deceived by that video circulating of MC Oluomo. That was a fake video from the NSAS. Do not be deceived by that video. 7 more minutes before the end of the broadcast. Yay! We're still looking for that video. Kìnní kan ò gbọ́dọ̀ ṣe o. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo ọmọ Yorùbá tí wọ́n dáwó sínú Yorùbá Rescue Fund ní last year. Owó tí ẹ dá síbẹ̀, owó yẹn ò sọnù, owó yẹn wọ́n dẹ̀ gbé mi, owó yẹn wà swallow. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni nítorí pé nínú owó yẹn, òun ni wọ́n fi ra ọ̀kadà 10 fún bàbá wa Ìbà Gani Adams. Wọ́n tún wá kó 10 náà lọ sọ́dọ̀ ti Sunday Igboho. Adúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ gbogbo yín o. I'm sure you all remember when we started our Yoruba Rescue Fund last year. Also, the Yoruba radio station that we talked about is also in operation, and that is on shortwave as well. For those of you that wants to listen to that, that comes on air every weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and the frequency is 9890, where we continue to say Yoruba Nation now. Hey, Benny. Okay, a ti rí fídíò yẹn, jẹ́ kó mọ̀ ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ fídíò yẹn lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. You want to see the crowd? Let's also watch the crowd along with the video. Jẹ́ kó mọ̀ sí Ìgbòho òun kan ti wà confused. It's too much. The love is too much. The love is too much. Jẹ́ kó mọ̀ tó bá wá di July 3rd, ẹ jẹ́ ká tún wá jẹ́ kó mọ̀ pé jẹ́ kó mọ̀ times 20. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Lagos Island, mo fi tìfẹ́tìfẹ́ mo fi kí yín. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Mushin, a kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Oṣòdì, ní Ajégúnlẹ̀, ní Àpápá, ní Badagry. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní mainland, ní Surulere. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Àgùdà, ní Shita. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Kilo. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Stadium. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Ojú Ẹlẹ́gba ní Yaba. A kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ wà ní Òkè Àárín, ní Ìdúmọ̀tà, ní gbogbo ibikíbi tí gbogbo yín bá wà. Tó bá di July 3rd, ẹ jẹ́ ká pàdé, ká sọ fún wọn pé peaceful rally is what we are bringing down on July 3rd to Lagos, and nothing more than a peaceful rally as well. And the message to those security that are thinking that nobody is going to see them. So everywhere from Yoruba land in Lagos, a kí gbogbo yín pé tó bá di July 3rd, ẹ jẹ́ kí gbogbo wa ká pàdé, where as well, Chief Sunday Igboho will be there as well. Also a greeting, Bariga. Okay, Bariga. I'm reading some of the comments as well, from those that are Yaba, àti dárúkọ Yaba now. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Unilag, ẹ jáde tán pátápátá. Ayọ̀bọ̀ wà ńbẹ̀ o. Ìkẹjà long ó wà ńbẹ̀. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Kòròdú, Ìbẹ̀jú, Lẹ́kì, Àjà, everywhere there's all the Yoruba land, the Yoruba, please do come down. I'm going to be handing over to my producer that will now be winding it down from this end. My name is Olayomi Koiki. Join me again next week, Wednesday, when we say Maryland, Igondo, gbogbo Ìkẹjà, ẹ mọ bó ṣe ń lọ all over the Lagos Island. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní phase 2, ẹ jáde tán pátápátá ní gbogbo ẹyẹ yín níbẹ̀ gbogbo tàti máa ń rẹwà lọ́dọ̀ ya block 35. Make sure you come out as well for that peaceful rally as well. Ọbalende, Agege, oh my Lord, Ọjọ́, Lagos. Make sure you come out. But let's tell the security operative, Fadeyi, that we are coming out for a peaceful rally on the 3rd of July. The international community is watching. The same way I put the question to the Prime Minister. If you are not careful at the International Criminal Court, any one of you, every single security operatives that misbehave on that day, we will take your name and we will pass it down to International Security, ICC, International Criminal Court. Níbẹ̀ ló ti máa mọ̀ pé water pass gàrí. On that note, I can now hand over back now to my producer to close the broadcast from this end. Have a very good evening. My name is Olayomi Koiki, and I'll be back again same time next week. My 12 ọjọ́ àrí gbogbo yín náà níbẹ̀ pátápátá mo kí gbogbo yín o all over the world, and I say thank you very much for watching us this evening. And it is Star Radio UK, your finest African and Caribbean radio station in London.